Welcome into SWOSUathletics.com. I'm John Liddle, sitting down with Kapena Olsen, senior free safety for the Southwestern Bulldog football team. 6-3 now in the season, 4 straight victories, and still a lot of goals out in front of the Southwestern Bulldogs. Kapena, thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, every year you come in, any team comes in with such high hopes, and through 2 games, you guys are, or 3 games, I should say, you guys are 2-1, feeling good, and then you drop a couple games. What helped you guys get back on track there? What helped you guys stay focused with what your goals were this season?
I think just after those first couple losses, we kind of knew what kind of team we had from those first wins too. So we knew our potential, and we knew what kind of performances we could put on the field. So I think we all bought into that and tried to get back to that where we were. Then that kind of has pushed us, elevated us to this level that we are now.
Well, and that's kind of the SWOSU team as a whole, and I'd say the defense is playing what seems to be progressively better as you guys have gone along. What's helped you do that?
I think we're just, melting together and just all doing our 1/11th and trusting each other that, you're going to do your job and I'm going to do my job, and that, just getting to the ball fast. I think that's kind of what we've instilled throughout the beginning of the season. It's kind of carried on to now.
So Harding scored 62 points the week before they play you. They scored 60 the week before that. They had scored 70 early in the season. You guys hold them to a touchdown and 2 field goals.
Yeah.
How do you explain that? I love the 1/11 stuff.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but it's a little bit more than that. What do you guys feel like you were doing well?
Yeah, I think just our defensive scheme was it was basic enough to where we could still play fast and still do what we do best. And I thought that our front 4 guys were doing not the most glamorous work, but the most important. I feel like getting staying squared and staying in gaps and making sure that runners can't score it out and get to the second level. And that was a big thing. That was a big goal going into that week. That make sure that fast offensive line couldn't get to the second level, or even the third level. To me, so I think our front 4 did great, and the rest of our defense kind of just played off of them.
And that was up the middle, and I really only remember to the outside the tackle, maybe that one play on that first drive. And those home run hitting plays have been big for them this year, and you guys didn't let that happen.
Yeah, exactly. That was another big thing, was just don't let up the big play. And I think our defense did great, and they had maybe about 58, 59 plays. So, that's what you want to see as a defense, especially a team like that.
Absolutely. We're talking with Kapena Olsen here, and you guys now get a little bit of a different challenge. Oh, a lot of different challenge. This is kind of a spread team, but at the same time a run-based team. The offensive coordinator is formerly of Auburn, in fact, and so you kind of think about that spread option attack, the mobile quarterback. Exactly. I'm excited about this matchup. See how you guys do against it. Is it a lot like Oklahoma Baptist in scheme, or is it a little bit different than what they did?
Yeah, I mean, Tech has a lot of run-pass option plays. It gives you that dual read for that quarterback. Hey, do I tuck it here? Do I throw it here? So it kind of puts the defense on an edge in a bit. But if we're all just doing our one job and we stay with doing that throughout the game, then we can hopefully force them to make some bad decisions, and we can capitalize on it.
Well, and they have a lot of different weapons, too. Kind of like SWOSU's offense. It seems like it can be a different Arkansas Tech guy getting it done on every given day. So how does that make them tougher to prepare for?
Yeah, we just got to go in and just make sure that we recognize different personnel in different situations. If we see a certain guy in a slot rather than when he's outside wide, what kind of play tendencies do they have during that situation, and just trying to put ourselves in the best situation to win.
Well, it's really cool to be going into Week 10 with a ton to play for, some real tangible things that you guys are going after. And at the same time, Arkansas Tech, kind of like Harding last week, Arkansas Tech has those real tangible things to go after. So how cool is it to be able to play in these big time games?
Oh, it's awesome. It's nice to have something to almost lose. So it has, you have that extra drive to hey, we have to get this done to where we want to get, and that's kind of what we've been instilled in through the beginning of the season. We're trying to get to that Week 12 and that future those not guaranteed weeks.
Right.
And that's kind of what our goal is. And these guys are just another obstacle that we have to come and establish and take care of business and get on to the next week.
We talked about it with you after the Harding game that you guys went 5-0, and that's a fantastic accomplishment. You guys know what it's like to have your home field truly be a home field and defend that. Arkansas Tech, on the other hand, they're 4-0 at home this season. What do you think it's going to take to go in there and weather, that emotional storm that they do have behind them?
Yeah, no, I mean, traveling anywhere that you have your different obstacles that you face as a team, and I think that just goes back to what kind of the saying that we've had in the team is we is all we need. No matter where we go, the group of guys that go onto the bus, the group of guys that are in the meetings, we put in that hard work. So that group is going to wherever we head, Russellville or wherever, and that's all we really need to establish what we want to do as a football team.
Absolutely. Anything that you do as a senior leader to try to get these guys, get everybody ready for this trip this time? Anything you guys would do differently than the other times you've gone to Arkansas this year?
I mean, I don't think so. Just if we all have the same mindset and the same goal on the forefront of our head, then yeah, I think we can all buy into the system that we've instilled from the beginning of the season, and try to reach our accomplishments that I think as a team we all deserve.
All right. Yeah. Well, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it. Hey, good luck this week.
Thank you.
It's Collier Ward here on SWOSUathletics.com. Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Defensive end for the SWOSU Bulldogs. Glad to have you here. Senior, and this may be the last time. You just stepped on ASAP Energy Field for the last time. This might be the last time you ever get to interview on camera.
I know, man.
It's emotional, isn't it?
It's different. I mean, just brings you back to high school in times or anything.
Oh, it does. It does. And who knows how many games you have left? 2, maybe 3, maybe even more than that. Of course, we hope. But this win over Harding last week gave you a chance to have more. How much did picking up that win mean to you as a senior?
I mean, that was a great game. I mean, it was great to play a team that brought everything that they had, and we brought everything we had, and great to come out on top. I mean, couldn't have asked for a better game.
Well, you've had a lot of experience being on teams that have played against Harding in the past. Does it get easier playing against that scheme each time you go up against it?
I don't think it gets easier. It's just who wants to be more tough. Mm. It's a tough game, and I'm still sore from it, but I love it. I love that game, honestly. The beginning of the week, I just couldn't wait to play Harding because it's always about who's going to punch you in the mouth first, and we got after them.
Well, your defensive line seems to be improving week after week after week here. What's going on with you guys? Why have you come together as a group so well?
I think it's just getting a feel with each other, rolling stunts and stuff like that. You get a feel with who's coming and when they're coming. And we got a rotation with our D-line right now too, and everybody's got a feel for who's rolling with who, and we kind of meshing right now, so it's going well. Hopefully we can improve on to this Arkansas Tech team because they're with the pass, and I'm ready to get some more sacks, man.
Absolutely. It gets you fired up. You're a guy that, it seems like you play almost every down anyway, and you do get a little bit of rest when Zach comes in there at either of the defensive end spots. But at the same time, that rotation on the defensive line, has it helped keep you a little bit fresher, or do you think it's more the guys around you?
I think it's more the guys around. I mean, I could definitely go without the rotation. I'd love to just stay in all game and just keep on whooping on them. But, I mean, everybody's got to get their snaps. We all work every week. Everybody wants to play. So I'm fine with sitting out a series or so.
Absolutely. Cool. Defensive end, really, it's a finesse position. Let's be honest here. It's all, I'm just kidding.
There's a lot to it. I mean, it's a tough position down there in the trenches.
I'm kidding, of course, and like you said, the pounding that your body takes. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be tough week after week. In some way, as you start to come to the end of your career here at SWOSU, is your body saying, "Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be really good"?
I think so. I'm gonna like just being able to work out and not have to take some beatings every Saturday. So it'll be good. Especially me being probably one of the lightest defensive linemen in the D2 football almost. It's fun though. I mean, I love the challenge. I'm up for it. So.
Well, what do you think about the Arkansas Tech offensive line? They feel like they're really improved this year. What have you seen from them?
I mean, I've only seen a little bit of it,
okay.
But I know they got some talent on their team. That's no doubt. But I'm definitely just ready to keep going at a pass rush, and I love improving week after week because you get a better feel with how you can rush that edge and stuff like that. So.
Do you anticipate that it's going to be a little bit of a different mentality this week? You already said the pass rushing aspect of it's certainly going to be there, but a little bit more sideline to sideline than you had to be against Harding, just with the way they spread it out?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to toss the ball on some wide receiver screens and stuff like that, so it's definitely a swarm drill, basically. So we got to get to the ball and come with bad intentions and make sure that they feel it when we're there, and they're going to have to get up and want to play some more because we're definitely going to be wanting to come in after that ball. So
Absolutely. Yeah, a lot to play for here at the end of the year. We talked with Kapena about that. For you, a guy that has been here, every year since your freshman year, you've been here at SWOSU. How cool does it feel to be in this position? Obviously, we hope you guys get it done, but how cool does it feel to just be in this spot?
it's, I guess, relieving after all the stress that's been throughout these 5 years. I mean, we haven't had great looks for these past 5 years, and now we actually finally have a chance to do something big for this school, and I'm glad to be one of the guys that have stuck through it and been a part of this journey. So,
is there talk about not letting this go to waste, so to speak?
yeah, I mean, that Harding win was, we can't let that go to waste. I mean, that was a tough game right there. So I mean, we came out on top with barely touchdown margin of victory. So.
Well, you talk about other sports like pro sports or something like that. They talk about, well, you gotta take this year and you've got to capitalize on it because you never know when you're going to be back. In your case, you're not going to be back, and so there really is that sense of urgency and that sense of intensity. What goes through your mind when you think about playing a game with this much riding on it? What goes through your mind?
I just got to do my job, do my thing. I mean, I got to play my type of ball, play tough. Don't worry about what I can't control. Just control what I can control.
All right, let's talk about the future for you. What are your plans if the season were to end today, which it does not? What are you doing after school?
All right, so the last time y'all interviewed me, I'm pretty sure I said accounting, or I think
Something
I was
like
on
that.
accounting. Now I figured out that was business isn't my subject, so I think I'm going to go into exercise science and work with a gym, hopefully train with young athletes, try to maybe teach them the ways that need to be taught and just the path that needs to be taken if they want to go to the next level.
Do you see yourself doing that around here, around the Oklahoma area? Or do you have some buddies somewhere else?
I'm not sure wherever I get to go. The one thing that comes to mind is this place called Stack Velocity, or it's Velocity. It used to be called Velocity, now it's called Stack Velocity, and that's back in Southlake, Texas. And they've trained a handful of professional athletes and stuff like that. And I used to go there with my buddies, and we used to play speedball on Friday afternoons, and we'd go out there and just have a good time. And they have a nice facility over there, and so just anything like that, I'd love to be a part of.
It's kind of staying involved with what you're passionate about, while at the same time getting to teach that as well. I guess, right? Having an impact on people's lives.
Definitely.
That's really cool. We wish you best of luck this week. Can't wait for it. We're pumped up. Not quite as pumped up as you were pumped up about it. Congratulations on the success and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
All right, that is Collier Ward, defensive end for the Southwestern Bulldog football team. Appreciate Kapena Olsen's time as well. SWOSU football in action against Arkansas Tech, the number 9 team in the region, coming up on Saturday in Russellville. And we'll have the pregame for you at 1 o'clock on 95.5 The Coyote, and then that important kickoff at 2. John Liddle for SWOSUathletics.com.